Welcome back to the Shift Change Podcast.
The four-man rush. And then Schaub has this one picked off. And this is Brock.
When I step on the stage, they're begging for more. They said I'd never make it, but I proved them wrong. It's the code. I'm untouchable, unstoppable, true to my core. Living like a legend, hear the crowd roar. I do what I want, yeah, I'm setting the tone. Rocking the world, standing tall on my throne.
Today's episode's a little different for me. My guest isn't just a 10-year vet. He's a former teammate of mine. We shared a locker room, went through the grind together, and I got to see firsthand a kid from Long Beach, Mississippi, live out his dream at the highest level. He played cornerback, competed in one of the most infamous Super Bowls of all time, spent years lining up against the best receivers in the world. And yeah, he probably intercepted your favorite QB along the way. So this one's personal. Shift Change crew, help me welcome my former teammate, Tramaine Brock. Welcome to the podcast, brother.
What up? What up?
So, how's life been post-football?
It's been good, man. I mean, I miss football, but outside of that, man, it's a blessing, man. I love it.
Yeah. So 10 years, right?
11.
11? Okay.
Yeah.
So I was trying to do the math. I know you came out like 2010.
Yeah.
But I didn't know exactly what year you got out. You know, ChatGPT can only help you so much.
I wasn't going to correct you.
No, correct me. So, hey.
No, I'm saying I wasn't.
I will redo the intro.
But no, we're good. We're good. I'm good. I'm straight.
But no, I mean, 11 years. I mean, you a seasoned vet for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
But being an undrafted free agent, I mean, you earned every bit of what you got, and that's definitely commendable.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So I know you're a year younger than me, I think. And I don't remember you at Long Beach. I told you a couple weeks ago I was going through some old film.
What year you graduated?
So I graduated 05.
Okay. Yeah, I graduated 06.
Yeah. So I know we played. I was telling you I was going through old video, and I found a video against Long Beach, and I was asking who the quarterback was. But obviously didn't know the number you were, but I was on defense at that time either, so we wouldn't have been playing against each other.
Now I play offense.
Oh, you played offense in high school? Which I mean, obviously makes sense. We played both ways. It's just the way it was. But
I played offense for the most part.
So what'd you play? Did you play receiver, running back? What'd you do?
Running back. I mean, I did everything, but some games, most games, I did running back. I was, starting running back. Some games I do go to wide receiver. Some games tight end. Just depend on what they wanted me to do. For real. So 10th grade, I played majority defense though, because they had guys playing, offense for that part. But yeah, so you would have been in the 11th. And then your 12th grade year, though?
Man, we sucked. I'm pretty sure we went 0-11 my senior year.
I was on offense then.
Yeah, y'all probably torched us too.
Yeah.
Yeah, junior year, we went to this playoffs, lost to Meridian. Old buddy, I can't remember his name. He was a kicker. He hit a 61-yard field goal. It was the longest field goal I'd ever seen in my life.
Man.
And nailed it, and they went on to play Ocean Springs. No. Yeah, they went to play Ocean Springs. Oh, shit, no. Ocean Springs went to the state championship 05. Shit, who went? Anyways, we lost in Meridian, and then we sucked the senior year. It was bad.
But see, I don't think we played y'all that. I think I only played y'all once or twice, maybe. Probably. I
remember. So I don't remember y'all's field. I remember y'all's baseball field when I played baseball, but I don't remember y'all's field. Like I don't know.
Yeah, probably beat y'all that bad. You don't want to remember.
Probably so. A whole bunch of trauma. So at what point you realized? So did you play other sports? High school, growing up?
Basketball, track.
Okay. What'd you run in track?
4x1, 4x2. What else? That's about it. I did this.
Okay.
I did the 200 too.
Nice.
Really wasn't. I didn't really take track serious at all. My coaches, we had our football coaches was the coaches for track, so they just wanted to get everybody from the football team to come out there. Just,
Yep.
I didn't like it, so I quit.
That was always the thing. If you want to stay in shape, you got to run track. And I was like, I'm going to play baseball.
But basketball, I had a good career, high school career at basketball. We went to state my senior year, so I started all the years for basketball as well. So it was I did well at basketball.
Man, we've always had sneaky basketball players come out of the coast. Like, obviously, the biggest one now, obviously, is Devin Booker. But like us growing up, there was always people from Mississippi, whether it was down south or here in the Jackson area, Monte Ellis, all them. Like, we had some legit hoopers come out of our areas
for sure. Well, yeah, we had some on the coast too. Yeah, Biloxi, Gulfport, Moss Point, like you said. Yeah. Some Coeric was good, decent.
Yeah,
at basketball.
I think he was a dandy dozen in both sports.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you what, George County, they pumped out some athletes and cornbread fed kids right there.
Yeah. True.
So, at what point you realized football was like your passion, or you knew you was good at it? Was there a moment growing up you was like, okay, like I'm really good at this compared to who I'm playing against, or was that later?
At 5 years old.
You just knew.
I mean, it was easy, but I fell in love with it at 5. And then that's all I cared about. Like just growing up, middle school, high school, college. When I figured out what college was, and then the NFL, yeah, that was my goal from then. So
for y'all listening, me and Tramaine, we played at Perk together, Gulf Coast Community College. Was JUCO a thought you wanted to? Obviously, we all want to go D1 coming out of high school. Did you have offers coming out of high school? Was like we all use JUCO as a stepping stone to further our career, but like for me, it was my only choice. I didn't have any D1 offers. I had a couple of D3 schools looking at me. Those kind of went out the window, but like I'm truly blessed that I came to Gulf Coast when I did, and us build what we built. Obviously, lead into y'all's national championship year. But was that a kind of a stepping stone for you? Or did you have other offers, or?
Yeah, I had other offers. My grades kind of always got to me, but I had some offers. I did I fell in love with Southern Miss at the time, just going on the visits. Yep. And that was where I wanted to go. But see, for me, I'm thinking I'm going to be a running back the whole time because I was a solid running back. I wouldn't say decent. I'm trying to be humble, but the colleges never told me that they was going to transition me to corner. I mean, that's what I was, but I didn't know at the time. I'm thinking running back. I want to be a running back. I want to be a running back. So I don't know. A lot of schools didn't really, take me in, or I guess take that chance. But so Perk was, Gulf Coast was the best choice for me. Like looking back, and even when I got there, I thought I was going to be a running back. So I got there thinking I was going to be a running back. I'm on defense. So when I first got there, where they had me at? They had me at safety first. Moved me to corner, and then they were just like, "Oh, he's too physical for corner." Moved me back to safety, so I got stuck at safety. So I'm a safety now. I'm like, boom, okay, got to take over the defense. Basically, got to make the calls, left and right check. So that was my mindset at the time. When I got there, I'm like, all right, I'm on defense. This is where I'm locking in at. And through my whole college career, I'm a safety. As soon as I get to the NFL, now you a corner. I gotta learn. I don't even know. I never mastered how to play corner till I got to the league. So it was just like, man, my whole life I was just getting switched from this to that to this, but it worked out.
that probably ultimately made you a better athlete because you had the offensive mindset of how to run offense as a running back, be physical. Then you were the leader on the defense, calling plays. And then once you get moved to corner, once you figure out the technique stuff, ultimately, I mean, you're on one side of the field learning maybe a third of the field having to cover, and you can understand when the safety makes a call what you're supposed to do and what you're expecting or he's expecting you to do. So I could definitely see that bettering you and helping your career out the way it did.
I mean, it did. Looking back, it did. It did for sure.
I bet it was crazy going through that process, though.
Yeah.
So let me touch on this 07. So 2007, y'all won JUCO National Championship. I honestly thought in 05, 06, we were going to do that. I think the 05 team we had was the best team I've ever been on, hands down. The amount of athletes we had. I mean, Eric was a freshman. We had Dantrell. We had Tony Burks. All the guys on the defense were just monsters. Me coming in as a quarterback, I was like, damn, like I don't belong on this level for real. I better figure it out or my ass is not making this team.
Hey.
But then, so we go to state championship, we lose that game. And then we think, oh, we're just going to run this back in 06. And we don't make the playoffs due to circumstances. But that 06 team, your freshman year.
Yeah.
I mean, you, TC, dude, just the way Coach Davis and Coach Moore ran that defense, like y'all were legit. And then so once we didn't make the playoffs that 06 year, and then I saw who was coming in 07, dude, there was no doubt in my mind y'all was gonna do something special.
Man, we went. We lost the last game. I don't know what happened. I mean,
Southwest game because Coach benched all our fucking starters,
and it was bad. It was the field was terrible,
real bad.
It was bad. We couldn't do nothing. It was like 3 and out. I think, man, the score probably was 7-6 if I can remember. I don't know.
Exactly 7-6. I know for a fact it was.
It was.
Yes.
It was.
If
crazy.
It wasn't 7-6, it was like 13-6 or something.
You got to be, yeah. You got to think about it. I look back at that too. It's just like, man, I could have won 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Because for sure, we knew going in the next year that we was like, you know, we had that mindset of like, we're going to win for sure next year. But we should have won. We should at least went to state, you know?
Yeah.
So that was crazy. That was bad. But
what do you think made that 07 team different other than just being hungry from coming up a little bit short the year before? Anything stand out to you?
I can't really say. I mean, because we just fell short that last game. So we had, you know, being freshmen, we was looking at y'all, and we gained, you know, experience mentally by learning from y'all. So we just, you know, just copied and paste, and we had the talent. The talent was there, like for both of those years. So we got more talent in, you know, like they always do. And we just, the difference is we won one more game than y'all, than that year. So, you know,
it sounds crazy, but that's a real ass statement too, because at the end of the day, like sometimes you just get lucky to win one more game, and then all the chips just fall in your favor after you just, because you've put in the work. That was one thing about Gulf Coast. We put the work in. Like we were prepared. There was no half-assing anything. Like, and then the amount of talent that we had, the depth that we had, you had to bring your A game every day because you wasn't going to start if you didn't.
It's like I look at JUCO like an all-star team, especially coming from the coast. It's like for real. If you look at it, it's an all-star team. You got everybody. You got all the top players from every school, for the most part, coming into a junior college playing with each other, and then you got. What we had like 10 out-of-staters that could play or whatever.
Yeah, it was like 8 or 10, yeah.
So you got top guys coming from other states too as well. So it's an all-star team. So you did have to step your game up, or like you said, you weren't going to make the team, or you probably was just going to quit. Yep. Some guys did that. Some guys quit. Like, this ain't for me.
Took that midnight bus home. You went to bed, seeing them after dinner, and the next morning they was gone.
Out of there. Hey, it's tough. It can get tough, man. For real.
Man, it really was. Gulf Coast taught me a lot of things about how to be a better athlete, and ultimately, like, a true struggle to achieve what you really want. That's stayed with me nowadays as a captain for the Firehouse. Like, I think of a lot of things on how, like, man, them summer workouts, the conditioning test, like, it was crazy.
Yeah.
And nowadays it's different because they've got strength coaches. They've got everything advanced way beyond what we had. Like me and Tarkon talked about it in the first podcast episode. Like, we were still working out under the bleachers with the old ass weights, and there was no rhyme or reason. It was just you gonna do it because we put this weight on there, and you gonna go hard. Like, we had no option to but get better.
Yeah.
Coach Campbell was legit, man. I appreciate a lot about Coach Campbell. He was a little crazy.
Yeah.
But he knew what he was doing. He knew what it took to win.
Yeah, he did. He was good. Man, he was a great coach, man.
Great coach.
Great coach. Is he still coaching? He's still coaching, right? Oh, no. I seen him.
I know he went to Central Arkansas.
Yeah.
The last time I saw him coach was Central Arkansas because former teammate of mine, when I was at Belhaven, Bobby Steiner, he was the head strength coach for them. But after that, I think maybe went to South Alabama for a little stint. And I honestly haven't kept up with him since then. Taking a quick break in the action, comment down below right now, PHX. I'm going to choose one lucky person to get a free variety case of Phoenix energy drinks, hydration, energy, everything you need in one can. Let's go. Back to the action.
You left Belhaven. You was gone when I got to Belhaven, right? You was just leaving?
I was playing arena ball when you got there, but I came back to coach.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So how y'all do that year? The year before I came in? Terrible?
No. So the year before, funny story. All right. So the year before they had a winning season. They went like 6-5. So, or we went 6-5.
Oh,
my junior year.
Okay.
Senior year, we're 5-5 going into the last game. Coach Lee buys T-shirts without nobody knowing. First back-to-back winning seasons of Belhaven's history. Granted, we're like 10 years in. First back-to-back season. We blow a 17-point lead in the fourth quarter of the last game. He has this box of T-shirts in the back of the bus. And he just gave them out to a whole bunch of homeless people and everybody that was on the side of the road. Like, we were in Kentucky. They just had Belhaven back-to-back winning seasons.
That's terrible.
He was so pissed. So yeah, we went 5-6 the year before.
Dang.
So I remember when you came to Belhaven, it ultimately, obviously this is pre-NIL days, and like, in my mind as an assistant coach, I'm like, what the fuck is he coming to Belhaven for? You were at Minnesota.
Yeah.
And going back to JUCO, no bullshit. I knew you were legit. Like, you were different, bro. And you were different in a way that you were like a silent assassin. Yeah. And I mean that in like, you weren't like the big rah-rah guy. You was just going to do your job, and you knew your job was going to get done, and you were going to produce. Like, there was no doubt that Brock was going to do his job and produce. So when I heard you were leaving Minnesota to come back to Mississippi and you were coming to Belhaven, at first I thought they were fucking with me. No joke, because we had a bunch of Gulf Coast guys and like, hey, Brock's coming. I'm like, Brock ain't coming. Then I saw you in the weight room one day and I'm like, oh, shit. So I was talking to one of the other coaches and they were like, tell me about Tramaine. I'm like, I don't have to tell you. Just watch. And we watched a couple practices. We went through it. And then, I mean, for y'all that are listening and watching, Tramaine set the Belhaven interception record in one season. I think he had like 6 or 7 interceptions in one season and set the record that people were setting in 4 years. Like, it was stupid. Like, what you did at Belhaven was stupid, bro. Like, they always say, like, play like you don't belong at that level. We knew you didn't belong at that level. That was just where you ended up, and you knew the scouts were going to find you if you were good enough, no matter where you were at.
No, they beforehand, they talked to me, talked to my agent, and just was like, you have to dominate.
Yeah.
Like you have to. That's the only way that you're gonna be able to be seen more, and get a deal, get a free agent deal, or get drafted, is to dominate. So that was my whole mindset, because I was going to South Alabama. I was at South Alabama beforehand. Like I was in between talking to the head coach.
Okay. I didn't know that.
And I was actually at South Alabama working out, like getting ready to go practice. And something just told me to leave. I don't know what it was. My nephew was at the Children's Hospital in Alabama, in Mobile at the time. So I just took everything off and walked to the hospital. And I called the head coach and was like, "Yeah, I'm coming to Belhaven." So that was the end of that, really. And
Man, what a
after that
blessing.
year,
Like,
yeah.
for real. That's God working in mysterious ways to put you in a position that some would see a step down, but in all reality, it's just an opportunity. And what you
Yeah.
do with those opportunities is up to you.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, man, I always looked at it like football is football. I know like you said, I know I'm gonna go out here and play, and I know I'm gonna go out here and turn up and make plays. And I knew that I don't care who's on the other side of the field. Like I'm gonna compete at every level that I need to compete at, and step my game up at every level. And that's what I did. That's what I had to do.
Yeah, you definitely did it, man. And I remember Coach Shaw, John Shaw.
Yeah.
We were on the sidelines one day. I forgot. I think we were in like Virginia Tech, or not with Virginia Tech, West Virginia Tech.
Yeah, I remember that.
And man, you picked off like a screen pass, like a bubble screen.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at Shaw, and Shaw goes, "He's legit." And I was like, "I told you he was legit." Like it was little things, man. The little things that just like wowed you, like your ball skills. You never felt like you were out of position, and if you were out of position, you made up with it with your athleticism compared to maybe the lesser talent that you were going with.
Yeah.
So, anything about those Belhaven days that maybe stuck with you or made you appreciate that grind a little bit more before becoming an unrestricted free agent in the NFL?
Yeah, it was the hard work that I put in. Like I wake up, like after the season was over with, I wake up and train. I wake up before school, like 3:00 a.m. in the morning, 3 to 4 in the morning before my first class, and go to the field and train. I was with I met this guy that his name Christopher Monaghan. He was
Yep.
he
I remember
he
that
played
name.
at Jackson, and I think he coached there now. And he had some other guy that was real, like, talented, real fast. I used to go work with him. Like we used to work, do drills, do one-on-one. So it was that I had locked in, man. I knew I needed to lock in to get to where I needed to go. And that was one of the things that, just working hard, being able to, just be laser focused before I even got to the NFL. So it helped. It worked. It worked out, man. I wouldn't really change my path at all. Everything landed how it's supposed to.
For sure. Dude, that's awesome too, because, people always say it's what you do when the lights aren't on, when the cameras aren't on. It's how you act away when nobody really expects anything from you that ultimately pays off in the end. And just hearing a story like that, it just proves that you have to bet on yourself, put in the work, and then execute whenever it's time to execute. So
yeah, I enjoy Belhaven though. I'm not gonna lie. Of course, you look at it. You look at all the other schools, and you want to be there, the LSU's, and all of that, Ole Miss. But me having a love for the game, it was football. Football is football. I'm there to play football. I ain't there to be laying up in the nice facilities and sleeping in the I ain't there. I wasn't there. That's my mindset. I wasn't there for that. I was there to play and to move on to the next level.
that's what's up. So you you get picked up. So you didn't get drafted by the 49ers, correct? Who'd you get picked up by?
I mean,
Initially.
it was so the free agent, you know how that worked, whatever. You get to choose, like the teams that want you or whatever, you get to choose. So I had like 3. I know it was Green Bay, I believe Arizona 2, Arizona Cardinals, and San Francisco 49ers.
Okay.
And then maybe one more team. So to help with my agent, I went with somebody wanted me to go to Green Bay. I think he wanted me to go to Green Bay for some reason. I don't know. But
bro, that'd have been nuts. You'd be up in that cold ass weather. But you were in Minnesota, so I mean, you experienced 1 year of it.
nah, not really, because we had a dome then at the time.
Oh,
I was there.
That's right.
We had a dome, so I only played in a couple of games, like against Wisconsin or Ohio State. I only played against a couple cold games, not that many. But yeah, I mean, I chose San Fran, so I went to San Fran out of Belhaven or whatever, and you know, like you said, with everything, I knew what it was. Like I had to go make a team. I had to go make it. Like
Yeah.
And I guess that's at the time, I guess they were saying like that's the best position to go because not a lot of corners there that were, you know, prime time. But when I get there, I'm like, man, there's some good corners here. Like, and then mind you, I didn't even know I was playing corner. I thought I was gonna like when we had to announce ourselves, like introduce ourselves, and I'm introducing myself as a safety. I'm like, Tramaine Brock, boo 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 boo, safety.
Yep.
The whole time I'm getting moved to corner, and I didn't even know. So, but like I said, they had solid corners, like they had good corners. So I had to once again, I just had to start over. Like it's like mentally you coming into on an all-star team. These guys they did just what I did. They probably led the school and did this in high school and did this. So it's just like, you know, I'm at it again. But like I said, it's football. I loved it. And I knew what I was there for. I'm making this team.
Yep.
Like, you know.
So was there ever any doubt? I mean, obviously, so one thing I've learned being around elite athletes, coaching elite athletes, and y'all have a mindset of, A, there's nobody better than me. Because if I have a defensive mindset or if I think somebody's better than me, I'm already defeated.
Yeah.
So you can't have that mindset. So you have the mindset that you're the best on the field. You're gonna get the job done at the end of the day, no matter what's called upon. But there's got to be guys always go through that moment of like, damn, like I'm just on that chopping block type moment, or man, we're cutting down to the 53, and I just hope my phone don't fucking ring. Like, did you ever have those like oh shit moments when it was getting down to the nitty gritty?
I mean, we would, you know, the rookies and some second year players, we would all be together hanging out, chilling and stuff. So during practice, they would actually come get, guys. And now that's the worst thing. You want to be suited up for practice, you know, helmets, pads, everything. And then they come tap you on the shoulders saying that, hey, we letting you go. You don't want that, but it was happening. Yeah. So we would call the guy, the Grim Reaper. So that's what we would, you know, when we see him, we not knowing who he coming to get. So, I mean, you got to be nervous a little bit. Like, you don't know if he coming to get you or not. You don't know.
Was it the strength coach?
It was a guy that was his job. Like it was one. I forgot the position name, the job name, but it was like that's what. I wouldn't, you got to be nervous a little bit because like I said, you don't know. But far as like what I was doing and having good practices and competing, I didn't think it was good for me. I didn't.
Sure.
But in the back of your head, you get a little nervous a little bit. Get a little nervous, but.
Yeah, the reason I asked if it was a strength coach, because I remember talking to a teammate, a former guy I knew that was a teammate, and he said it was the strength coach that would come and be like, hey, coach, go see coach, bring your playbook or bring your iPad, whatever. And
hey, maybe some organizations did that though. I don't know.
I want to say it was, I was going to say the Giants, but maybe the Jets. So anyways, but everybody was cool with the strength coach, you know, like you have a different relationship with strength coach. So you see your boy walking up to you and he's like, hey, coach needs to see like, fuck. Thought we was gonna have a different type of conversation, man.
But yeah, it's tough. Like there was some times, man. I was cool with this guy. I was real cool with him. He came in with me, undrafted. And he was good. He was decent. He was a punt returner, kick returner too. And it was late in training camp, and they came and got him, man. I was,
Damn, Grim Reaper strikes again.
I was disappointed. I was like, damn, my boy gone, man. But
that's gotta suck. But at the same time, man, and in a business mindset, when you see one person go, especially in like your position groups or somebody that maybe transitioned to your groups or people you're competing with on special teams, especially as an undrafted free agent, like that's where you got to make your money sometimes is just special teams because they don't want maybe their star-studded players to be playing on those special teams and kickoff teams, punt teams, whatever. Yeah. So as you see those other guys getting eliminated, you're like, okay, like I made it another step because they wasn't me. And then eventually that final 53 comes out, and I'm sure it's a sigh of relief. And you're like, okay, now it's time to play. Like now it's all the work's done. Now it's time to essentially, make that money.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't really, man, coming in, just before then, it was all football for me. I love the game. So I didn't really know too much about the business side. It was just all football for me. So that's all I was doing. I control what I can control. So I had a good, and I ain't going to say decent. I had a good preseason. Like I got a few interceptions. And, of course, I'm not going against the top guys, but I was doing good for being a rookie going against these guys. So some of them guys was like the quarterbacks, they probably been there for 4 years though, in the NFL. Like, so I was doing good at that standpoint, but you just never know what the team is who they're going to keep, who they're going to cut. So it was out of my hands when it came down to the, deciding the 53. And, really the story behind that for mine's, I probably ain't even told too many people, but we went out, like everybody went out because, hey, this might be your last time in California. So we went out. My phone died. So I couldn't find my charger, right? Couldn't find my charger, phone dead. I'm not knowing if I got the call. So did nobody come at my hotel door? They didn't come, nobody knocked. So I'm like, all right, I'm about to just go to the facility. Like it's about time. So I'm walking in, not knowing if I made it or got cut. So I'm walking. One of the assistants, DB coach, was walking straight towards me and was just like, congrats. And my whole body just dropped in in happiness. And I was shocked though too. And it was just like, damn, I made it. And then I walked past my locker. I got a new number at the time. So I got I got 26, boom, man, Brock at the locker. So I'm like, man, it was a blessing, man. It was crazy. Like, so a lot of people don't know that story either, but it's a crazy story on how I found out how I made the 53. It wasn't regular. Like I had to walk into the building not knowing. So it was crazy.
My access card is either going to let me in or it's going to be locked out. They didn't cut me.
Man.
Bruh. So tell me I mean, we're going to get to the juicy stuff in a little bit. I mean, because this is the kind of stuff that I enjoy, catching up with you, catching up with several other guys that, just reconnecting, hearing the behind the scenes stuff. Like we can talk about players you played against and all that shit. But when you get to San Francisco, that's a top-notch organization. Expectations are always the highest.
Yeah.
And y'all have a legit squad. Legit. So you get there, you start seeing some of these people, obviously, that are masters of their crafts, the men. They're no longer boys in freaking college. They're men.
Right.
They're about that lifestyle. I mean, at the end of the day, you get guys who you start messing with their playing time. Now you're messing with their lifestyle, and you messing with their money and their, what kids, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a different mindset when you get to that level.
Mm-hmm.
From when you start to contribute and y'all start to have the success that y'all have, does it feel any different than all the other levels that you've played, besides like the talent level, but like the mindset of the NFL? Is it a different world? Like, does that make sense what I'm trying to say? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I feel like what you mean, like, far as the guys are
yeah.
different, this everything. I mean, yeah, but for me, it was. I mean, you know, I can't lie. I just had to step my game up, and I was able to do that because I feel like God blessed me with a lot of talent, and then I also worked hard too, and it was added on to it, so I could compete with just about anybody, and
Mhm.
that's what helped me. So I was wanting to compete. Like it was, you know, it was good. I had speed and I had that grit. And just like we talked about earlier, coming from JUCO, playing it was 100. It got up to 105 and 110 out there sometimes playing in JUCO in the summer in practice. So at practice and in Belhaven, just the grind, the grit. It wasn't pretty. We ain't got pretty locker rooms. We ain't got pretty trainers and all, you know, we ain't got that. So it's just like all of that stuff combined, put into me, and then going to the next level. Like I didn't really care about who's next to me or who's in front of me. Like I'm ready to compete. So everything worked out. I felt like my mindset was, shit, I'm one of these guys too. Like, I didn't compare myself like that.
Yeah, you start taking people off that pedestal and you're like, we are even. Like we have both made it to the league.
I started that when I got to junior college. And that's no joke. Like I looked up to NFL play. I used to like Bob Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked up to him like just as, you know, as a player coming in. I'm 16, 17 coming in JUCO. So still kind of, you know, kid mode. But at the same time, I'm like, I told myself like, I'm about to be one of these guys. I can no longer look up to, like, I can't look up to another grown man. I'm finna be a grown man. I'm finna be a player in the NFL. So that's transition my focus at a young age. Like it's just time to work right now.
Yeah, you can't be shell shocked by somebody you used to play Madden with or whatever.
Right.
So do you have a welcome to the NFL moment?
Yeah, man. Mine's a little different, man. It's like because like I said, I mean, I love football. So it was just, mine's a little different from the ones that you kind of hear. But we had, when my rookie year coming in, we had Mike Singletary as our coach. So, you know, Mike Singletary is just a physical.
I forgot y'all had Singletary there.
Yeah. My first year, Mike, we got him, you know, linebacker.
Yeah.
Play with the Bears. Like, so in my first year, we had the real two-a-days that time. Like, so we had full pads twice a day during training camp. It wasn't like after my first year, they cut it out. They cut it out, the NFLPA, the CBA, they cut it out. So, but the first year, it was just tough. And he was, like I said, he's a physical, that's his mindset. So we hitting every day, twice a day, full pads, don't care, you know. So it's just like you got to wake up at 6 o'clock. You getting back to the hotel as a rookie, 10 o'clock. So you got to wake up and do it again. So it's just like my welcome to the NFL for me was like, it was all of that just over and over and over. So one day I'm in my room. Mind you, like I said, I love, like, football was my life. Like I loved it since 5. I just was in my bed and was like, I don't think I want to play. I don't think I want to play no more because of how Mike Singletary ran his practices and was just physical every day. I'm like, and mind you, I'm a corner and I got a hit. Like he making us hit. So I'm like, man, I don't think I want to do this no more. I don't. So like I woke up and then, you know, it just left my system, really. It just left my mindset. But I always look back. Like, you know, I had to get up and go to practice. I had to go to work. So I had to go do it again. And I did it. Once I got back out there though, that thought never came back up. And shit, 11 years later, I've made a career out of it. So that was my welcome, man. And
For
You know,
sure.
it's a lot of it came with that, but it was decent. Like far as just like I didn't, I was in a daze. Like, do I want to do this? Like,
That's
it's
real though,
crazy.
man.
It
Like it's
is, man.
so you might have just answered a question that I had somebody had wanted me to ask you a question as also a former college athlete, and they always say you treat it like your job as a college athlete. And obviously nowadays with NIL that's different because you're getting paid. We were playing for scholarships back in the day,
Yeah.
but it's truly different whenever you are treating it is your job. It's not college where everything's scheduled out for you. Like it's on
Mm-hmm.
you to do what you need to do, and then once outside of your script of the day is done, it's on you to continue to do what else is needed to make yourself better and make that 53 and then get ready for the week and all that stuff. So did you find preparation and it being truly your job versus that mindset of college where like treat it like this is your job? Was it truly a different transition?
Not at first. Like I was young and just happy. I was still being able to do what I love to do. So
Mhm.
it was still a game to me. And mind you, you know, I mean, you still got the rules. You still got to abide by the rules. You know, you can't be late or you're going to get fined. Dude, outside of that, I didn't look at it like a business or a job. I was still, you know, just being happy playing. But once I got my first contract, my nice one, that's when it kicked in to become like it became like, man, it's your job. Like they're bringing guys in to kind of get you out, like
Yeah.
to get you out. So it's just like they looking to not pay you no more or pay you as much to get somebody to get a younger guy that they drafted to be better than you. So now it's starting to be a job to me now. So once I became the number one corner for San Fran, that's when it kicked in. It kicked in. So around like my fifth, sixth year, that's when it started kicking in. Like, man, I start changing how I really did things and prepared and off
Yeah.
season. Like I start, you know, I had to switch it up because these guys, you know, the owners, that's the job. The general manager, that's the job is to go get to you. Like Patrick Willis, for example, didn't too many people, they didn't know he was going to be that guy, but you got to draft. You got to draft like that. You got to draft in, bringing guys in to be, you know, the face of your franchise to a degree. So, you know,
Yeah.
that's what they was doing. So that's when it clicked in and like, man, you got to lock in. And, you know, I had some personal issues, but outside of that, they really couldn't bring no guy in to come get me out.
Yeah. And I know from just stories I've talked to different guys about, like the Players Association, they want those vet minimums to be higher, but those owners see the young guys, they don't have to pay him as much because, okay, do I want this older guy who I can have to pay a certain amount of the vet men, or can I bring a young guy in for a little bit cheaper and hopefully just take his spot?
Yeah.
You know, make them. So, like you said, they trying to bring people in to replace you, and it's your job to maintain your position.
Yeah. Maintain your
So,
value for sure.
yep. So you, like I said in the intro, you lined up against the best of the best. Like I think our generation is probably one of the most talented generations of skilled positions there is. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you lined up across from everybody.
Yeah.
And who gave you the most trouble, or do you realize like this? He's just different. Like you still might have been able to hold your own, but at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, you're like this dude gives me he gives me problems.
I I had some battles year in, year out. They had some tough guys everywhere for the most part. I didn't really like Tyler Lockett was a little swifty guy.
Mm,
He'll give you a hard time off the play action and when Russell Wilson, when they were in Seattle.
yep.
And this another guy that was in the slot. I forgot his name. He had his career ended a little early. I don't know what happened to him. He got hurt or something. He was with
For
Seattle too.
Seattle?
I forgot his name. He was I think he went to Stanford.
Baldwin?
Baldwin. Yeah. He was tough. I had to go against Larry Fitzgerald year in, year out, playing with Arizona. So we played them
Congrats
twice a
to Larry,
year.
by the way. Hall of Famer, got inducted. Like, that's much deserved, too.
Had to play against them twice a year. So, you know what you're going to get out of that. And who else? I didn't really I went up against Antonio Brown a lot, but I didn't see him on the field a lot. But he was a tough receiver. He was a good receiver.
Yeah, you remove all the off the field stuff. Like, AB was legit on the field. Like, he was.
Yeah, he was.
Even as a kick returner, like punt returner, like he was, dude, special. Yeah, I actually I YouTubed your highlight video or a highlights, whatever, that people have, collabed over the years. And I just kind of was just refreshing some of the guys you went up against and seeing, Steve Smith and, like you said, Larry Fitzgerald, and you got Andre Johnson from Houston and whatnot. Like those type of guys, like that's pretty cool to just be able to have those memories. And, when your kids grow up and they'll be able to like look back and see your playing days, and you'd be able to have that.
Man, I had all my teammates. I got to throw all my teammates in there, man. Like a one-on-ones. We had the fastest. It didn't matter who you going against. When I was young in San Fran, it didn't matter who you was going against one-on-ones. You gotta put your track shoes on. Like we had the tight ends running 4-3s, 4-2s. We got
Vernon, right?
We got Vernon. Delaney Walker was fast. We had the tight ends after him was fast. So it was just like, man. Then you got Crabtree. He, not a fast receiver, but just talented. So he was tough to cover. We had a lot of speed guys, a lot of quick guys. It was, San Fran built me into a good player because those guys it was tough out there.
Well, yeah,
at practice,
I thought about it, but I didn't even really think about it. Like, like every day is a who's who you're going to go up against.
Man, yeah, you getting better every day. It made it easier,
on the defensive side, that, like you said, you got Patrick Willis and you got all those other guys that you've got to elevate your game so you don't let them down. And I mean, that's a freaking squad.
Yeah, man.
So y'all go to the Super Bowl 2013.
Yeah.
We talked about it briefly in the other episode. You get there, you go to New Orleans, you got Jacoby Jones running kicks back. You got Ray Lewis on the other side. We talked about not putting people on pedestals, but Ray Lewis is still Ray Lewis. It is what it is. You don't got to play against Ray, but, Ray's there.
So, man, we got Patrick Willis, man.
Exactly. Thank you. Like, Patrick Willis is my favorite linebacker of all time.
And we had Navarro Bowman too. So we had them guys, man. So we didn't even look over there.
I forgot
like
about
that.
Bowman.
We didn't even look over there like that. And mind you, we had I did have to go against Randy Moss too. It was later in his prime, but Randy still had some moves. Yeah, we had him. We had him on our squad for that Super Bowl year. And man, I wish we could have got that ring for just everybody. Man, that shit.
So what's your mindset when the lights go out, bro? Like, that's what everybody remembers from that Super Bowl, which is stupid. But the lights go out. You like on the field,
I thought,
is it just like an accident?
I didn't think that. I didn't know what was going on. I was like, man, they want us to lose. I thought they was going against us. So I was like, because mind you, we always came out into Tony Montana because we had our special team squad was called Tony Montana Squad. So we will always, Tony Montana by Future, we will always come out to that song. We made it known that that's the song that we wanted to come out on. Mm-hmm. They put another Cali song. They put like it was a banger, but it ain't what we wanted.
Yeah.
So when the lights went off, I'm like, oh, they doing this on purpose because you already didn't bring us out in Tony Montana because you knew it was going to get us going. Yep. Like it always do. Man, it came out. What was it? Tupac? It was something, man. California Love or something. I think it just
different.
Man, it just, I don't know. It didn't make us feel like it toned us down for real. And then the lights went off. I'm like, yeah, they they got something going on. They want the Ravens to win.
Yep. It's too storybook. It's too scripted.
Yeah.
So I tell guys this all the time. Like, I joked about Belhaven back when we were there. Instrumental music. We had no words. Just pregame stuff. Like, I thought that was the craziest. Us going from Perk to Belhaven, like two totally different worlds for football. The mindset behind football. Football's still football.
No.
But the mindset of how to approach football and the fans and everything was completely different.
Yeah.
So I try to tell the guys at the station how influential music is. So you saying y'all's walkout song and all that stuff, it mattered.
Yeah.
I saw when I think it was Oregon last year, they played against Wisconsin and they did the jump around. Well, coach prepped them for like, hey, whenever it comes to that fourth quarter, they're going to play jump around. And I need y'all to steal their momentum. Like, y'all start jumping around. Y'all get hyped. And when stadiums play a certain song or a type of song at the right moment, they trying to get their team all juiced up, but they can fuck around and get the other team juiced up and they can bite them in the ass.
We actually did that in when I was in Minnesota with with the Gophers. We played in Wisconsin. We actually did that. We was jumping around. We beat them. We beat them too. It was a close game, but we ended up beating them too.
Who was coaching Minnesota when you were there? Because I know PJ Fleck
Minnesota.
was there. But yeah,
it was Tim Brewster.
Okay,
he was he was with Dion recently as the tight end coach.
That's nice.
In Colorado. I don't think he's there no more, but when he first got there, so I've been keeping up with him a little bit.
Dude, I love what Dion's doing. I love what Dion was doing when he was here at Jackson State. And then when he went to Colorado and now how he's implementing his guys, treating them like professionals. Like, you show up late to practice, you getting fined. You show up late to a meeting, you getting fined. You miss curfew, you fined. Like, you start messing with people's money, they start paying attention.
That's crazy. That's crazy that they getting fined. I mean, everything changing.
Yep.
Everything done changed. Everything done changed.
I think I saw something. I don't know. I have to pull up. I'll pull it up on this video, but it's like $1,200 for this, $2,000 for this, $500 for this.
I seen it, man. Back in, I sound old, man. Back in my day,
we old, man.
Back in my day, we had we ain't no fine. You getting on the Stairmaster, you bear crawls. Like, man, please.
I joke around and I tell them when I was a strength coach. So obviously, after you left Belhaven, I went and played arena ball 2010, 2011. End of 2011, I started becoming the strength coach at Belhaven, and I get all 14 sports to myself. And so they were like, how are you going to punish our team for people missing weights and whatnot? And I remember Coach Moore and I don't know who one of the assistants was at Perk, but anyways, they had a 2x4. And they put the 2x4 on the ground. They said the board can't leave the ground, your hands can't leave the board, and you're going to bear crawl end zone to end zone, back and forth. If you pick your hands up or whatever, start over. You're going to go till I get tired. I did that. Oh my gosh, dude. It was the most comical morning sessions ever. And people, they started not missing weights or stopped, doing whatever they were doing, missing study hall or whatever. But yeah, them Perk days, boy.
I got in trouble too at Perk.
Oh man, dude,
I had to bear crawl, bear walk, whatever. I had to do that.
It was always so early, so cold. Like, I remember our conditioning test. So 110s. I don't know how much you remember because hell, you were a better athlete than I fucking was.
I remember
us. So the quarterbacks had to run with the linebackers. We had 18 seconds, and we ran 16 110s. And I'll be damned if it wasn't like rep 12, 13, start catching a cramp. It's hot as fuck. And I'm like, gosh, if I miss one, I'm going to fail this whole conditioning test. And I can't practice till I pass this son bitch.
Right.
And I'm watching TC run with us. He's running his group, but he's running our times. I'm like, bro, TC is 400 plus pounds. And he's outworking me. Maybe I'm not cut out for this shit. And from that day, like, I truly say I don't like running nowadays because was punishment back in the day. Like, it was always bad. I'm like, fuck running. Get me on a bike or a runner, rower or something. But I hate running because it just feels like punishment always.
I hated it too. I mean, it's like I hated it, but I didn't have no issue with it. But I didn't like doing it though. I didn't like doing it. But
yeah,
it was when it's time, like all my tests through college, through the NFL, it was easy. I never had an issue passing. Never. Like no throwing up. No, like I'm in the front. Like I just felt like as soon as we get to it was just competition.
yeah.
It was another day for competition to me. So I would just go out there and just road run. Boom. I hit the ground running, man, for real.
Must be nice.
Man, you had to get yourself. You probably didn't take your training serious, and when it was time to come in and do the test, that's what happened a lot with people. Like you're not really worrying about that test. In my head, I'm worrying about it. Like I'm like, man, I'm gonna make sure whatever we're gonna do, I'll be ready for it.
Bro,
That's
I'll be honest. I worried too much. like to a point of like anxiety worried. But I'll be honest, like I did not have those super gifted athletic genes. So I had to work my ass off to be mediocre. Like for real. Like, and I always felt on our perk teams, I was the least athletic person on the team. And that's just my mindset. And whether it was true or not, I had that mindset that I'm just not like, and it's probably an unhealthy mindset to have that I wasn't good enough.
Kinda.
It really dude, I wish I knew now what if I knew now what I could use it back then, I'd be a completely different player. I really would. Just the mindset, the work ethic, the capacity to perform, and then just to be free on the field and entertain people. Like I was too robotic, man. I was too worried about messing up. Like, because back in the day, we ran a two quarterback system. If I messed up, I was going to get benched, and it's just the way it was. So I never played like free, truly. And then there's a side of me that always thinks I should have stayed on defense. Like I enjoyed playing linebacker.
Yeah.
So in the NFL, mindset is different. Has to be. You have to be willing to put the last play behind you, be ready for the next play.
Yeah.
So you give up. So if you were to talk to, if you got a young athlete watching this or somebody up and coming, how do you reset that mindset? How do you rechannel in maybe, I mean, I'm not going to throw you under the bus, but, giving up Peyton Manning's touchdown record in the corner of the end zone, how do you reset after something like that? I mean, you'll be in the history books forever after that. So.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in the history books in some good ways too, some good areas. So it comes with it. It comes with it. But man, it sounds simple, but you have to forget about it, especially at corner. I mean, really any part of the defense, but like I just feel like the corner and the safety for the most part always we're the last line of defense. So everybody remembers that. Like if a linebacker missed the tackle to a degree, sometimes they don't really remember that. But like for the DBs, they're gonna see it and remember it. So it's just like, man, you got to put it behind because you can't let that play make you give up the next play or the next play after that. So you just got to get back on your feet and lock back in, understanding that, whatever you did, you either correct it, or if it was just a guy that he won, he beat you that play, you got to understand that too, and just go back out there the next play and get back to your skills and get back to what you know.
Yeah, sometimes you're gonna get got. It just is what it is. Sometimes you're not gonna win. So let's say we got somebody, like I said before, on that kind of that same mindset. You got somebody looking up to you, watching this podcast. They're entering that JUCO realm. They're still young. They're still not sure of. They have the dreams. They have the aspirations. They have the work ethic. What's some motivation? What's some advice you would give somebody from what you've gathered in your 11 years as a professional that can maybe set them apart? Because like you said, at the top level, everybody's got speed, everybody's talented. It's just that little bit extra of maybe preparation or mental positivity, whatever it can be. So what would you say to a young athlete coming of maybe how to set themselves apart or what they can do to set themselves up for success?
Man, I feel like I would tell them, just lock in, just wherever you at right now, lock in more, do more, and really study the game. Like whatever you need to do to get better at your position or whatever, study the game, study the linebacker, study the safety, learn what they have to do, because it makes the game more easier. And because once you know what everybody do on the field, it makes your job easier. You know where you got to be at before the snap. You know what you got to do to the opposing team too as well, because I play nickel too. And nickel is faster linebacker to a degree. So you have to know, run defense too, the holes, and you got to know what the linebacker doing. So when you can know what everybody's doing, it's going to make you a better player. So just studying the game more. And for me, also another one is just like, for me, I stopped looking up to people, and it created a space for me to, worry about me and train and work for me and get better for myself, outside of coming into the building and looking up to a guy that's either going to keep you where you at, or another guy coming in and take your spot. So it's just, staying in the space for yourself and working hard and studying, and just taking your weaknesses too as well and make those great. Cause you gotta, whatever you weak at, you gotta make that part strong while still maintaining your strengths. So,
yeah,
man, all of that, man, that'll get you the best opportunity to be able to stay where you at, or to go to another team and make it there.
Dude, I think it would be fun in the future. Obviously, football season's fixing to end, but next season, I think it would be awesome for us to collab again and do like film breakdown stuff, just on a couple of things here and there, like each week, kind of like some people are doing nowadays on socials.
Yeah.
But you from a corner perspective, defensive minded perspective, and then me from a quarterback perspective, and be able to see what we could do with that.
Yeah, we can do it. That sounds straight. I love to do it. I told you I love it. I love football, man. I'm ready for the game tomorrow, for real.
Yeah. So,
and I'm going with your pick still too, Tails.
Okay, we'll see. And hey, I'll own it. If they wrong, they're wrong. But I'm
not going to go against you. I'm with you. We lose, we lose. We win, we win.
So for y'all that are watching, if y'all have any questions, comments, anything y'all want to maybe ask Tramaine, put them in the comment section. I'm sure we're gonna do some more stuff going forward. Anything, we've been going for about an hour now. So anything you want to talk about, anything you feel like might be pertinent or fun, content stuff, we can, locker room jokes, memories, obviously not throw anybody under the bus, get anybody, in trouble. But, there's stuff can always make good content, but at the same time, it's, it is what it is.
Man, there's some funny things out there, man. It's always some funny things, like you said. Man, my funny stuff to be too deep. I'm in, like, it ain't the laughy. It's the real jokes over here. Like, I be into the all type of the stuff, and during my time with the 49ers, but I learned from Patrick Willis on when I was young, coming up. I remember I was going to the sauna, and this is just one of the things that stuck with me, like, as knowing him as a teammate and a person and a player or whatever. Like, went in the sauna, he was in there. It was just me and him, and just another day in the sauna, you know, getting toxins out or whatever. And he was just like, he just was talking to me. He just was going, I guess he was going through stuff or whatever. He's like, T Brock, he was like, man, understand that you don't owe anybody anything in life, like far as just whatever it may be, money, whatever, the shirt off your back. He was like, don't let people, tell you that you do, and that stuck with me, just because I know a lot of people, a lot of young people, maybe too, that are in these positions will get taken advantage of by your loved ones too. And it's just, sometimes some people won't be able to take on all of that. Like, they'll probably give up, or, the mental things that's going on. They might, you never know what somebody's going through, shoot themselves or whatever they do. Some people are not strong enough. So it's just like that stuck with me coming from a Hall of Famer. Patrick, I mean, at the time, he was still Patrick Willis, but he wasn't a Hall of Famer, whatever. But just coming from that, man, that stuck with me, until now. Like, and I was just like, man, that's real. Cause, he was just like, man, nobody, your mom, dad, brother, dude, everybody down the line, you're like, you don't owe anybody anything outside of your kids, of course, that you created. But, you don't. So a lot of people got to understand that, man, and don't let people affect you like that, like to make you feel bad or make you feel like you're obligated to do the things for them. Because if you wasn't in that position, they wouldn't feel like you obligated. So,
yep. I think, I mean, that's as real can get. And we talk about this. I got a couple close friends at the firehouse, and, we see shit on a regular basis that a normal human being shouldn't see, as a firefighter, EMTs, paramedics, whatever.
Yeah.
So our mental health, like, there's we take that shit serious, and it's the same. It's different environment, but same perspective. Sometimes you get so overwhelmed with the outside circumstances that you just feel not good enough, or you can't please certain people, or it's your fault or whatever. And like you said, you go down that deep, dark spiral. And hopefully I'm going to start doing some stuff and start, doing some more mental health awareness, segments, and just being real. And, for us to be transparent as athletes, former athletes, currently what we're doing for the people that are coaches nowadays, like the more real we can be and be transparent and talk about our shit and our struggles, and not that we have to tell everybody every detail about our life, but just let it know, like, hey, like, it don't matter where I came from, what circumstances I grew up in, how much money I have or don't have. Like, real shit happens to everybody. And all you have to do is just, if you can just find that inner circle of people you can trust and, like, truly trust, like, man, that goes so many lifetimes away.
Yeah.
So hearing a story like that from, I mean, like you said, Hall of Famer, it's little things that people can just grasp onto just to keep moving forward.
Got to, man. Got to.
So as we wrap up, I obviously want to appreciate you coming on, giving me your time, things like that. If you haven't already checked out the Heat Check Super Bowl edition video, click on the link above, watch that video. We talk about our bets and everything. Let's sign off with give me two memories that you have, one good and one, I won't say bad. So whether it's a play that you remember, your favorite highlight, and then maybe one where you got beat, you got. We'll end on that.
Man, I got a few. All right, since you posted one, I would say that was my best one, because it started basically like my career, kind of like far as playing defense. But I would, I'm known for, well, half, as they call it, pick at the stick. It was me tipping the ball to Navarro Bowman, basically, and it kind of led us into the playoffs. To the playoffs that year. And I would say that's something big and it was the last game at Candlestick as well. And then also that game, I got the last interception at Candlestick because Matt Ryan had to throw a Hail Mary, and I picked that off. So I would say that pick at the stick and the last interception at the Candlestick as well. So yeah. And then my worst one, let me see. Man, I think I'm a corner, so I think every corner in history gave up a touchdown. So I wouldn't say that. I never really got embarrassed with like just getting ran over. Never. And we was playing Seattle, matter of fact. This is running back. I don't even know his name. He forgot his name. He got me on the sideline. Like one of our safeties like missed the play. Like he was nowhere. He was supposed to be in the flats. So I'm covering. I got to turn around and to go tackle the running back. When I tell you this dude, I thought in my head, I'm like, man, did I like hook up with your girlfriend or something? Like he lowered his head, not even his shoulder. He lowered his head and we was going out of bounds. I'm thinking I'm just about to give him a shoulder out of bounds. Man, he lowered his head. Boom. I think I did like a 180 or something. I don't know. I did a flip out of bounds.
I'm going to have to do some research. I'm going to have to find this play. What year you think it was? Early in your career or later in your career?
Nah, I was a starter. So it was like, I was with San Fran still. It was 2015, maybe 2014, 15.
So is it post Marshawn?
No,
or was it around that same time?
I think he either was hurt or I think he was hurt maybe.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do some research. I'm going to find it. Whenever I edit this, I'm going to put it on the screen.
What's that guy named? Rollins or something. The running back was like Rollins or something like that.
Thomas rolls, who fights hard to get a first down, to put his head down, his shoulder down, runs right through Tramaine Brock.
He was just coming at me that game too, though. Like when I was on the out of bounds another time, he lowered his helmet. I'm like, man, what is? Man, I was like, bro, I felt like I had a concussion that game. I don't know, man. I didn't like that. So I would say that was kind of embarrassing. But like I said, football is football. But that type of stuff never happened to me. Like if I was going up against a bigger guy, I would always go low and get him down. But yeah, he caught me off guard. He got me.
So I know I said that would be the last one. As you was talking, was you a guy who talked a lot on the field, or did you start to start smack talk, finish the smack talk, no smack talk?
If I talked a little bit when it was like if somebody was talking to me, like I feel like if a receiver, like I'm out there handling business, like I ain't talking too much. But if they had some receivers like that would think they could handle me or like block me, I didn't never let a receiver just block me. So I'm fighting with them. I'm gonna hit them off and I'm gonna get them to soften up. And we had some guys, I got into it with the Harry Douglas dude. He kept hitting my helmet when I was pressing him that whole game. Yeah, I had to get that boy. I had to talk back with him, and I got him that game though. He set out for a couple plays that game too. It was the same game, pick at the stick. When I slammed him, he got out. He was hurt after that a little bit. I didn't see him no more, man. I don't know what was up with that guy. I guess he just wanted a battle with me, so I took it to him. I don't even know the dude, and I don't like him.
That's awesome. Well, good deal. Like I said, Brock, man, I appreciate your time spending, cutting the day out. And obviously, best of luck, everything you got going for you. Good luck to you,
sir.
Everything in the family. I know you working on the coaching thing, so we'll stay in touch. We'll do some more collabs going forward.
For sure, man.
Any final shout outs you want to give before we end this thing?
Man, I appreciate you for having me, man. I don't know who I need to shout out. I need to shout out some chumps, man. They talking noise on the court. They think they can outshoot me on the court now.
You still hooping?
Yeah, I got a little bit. I got a little bit left.
Shoot like an old man.
No. What you got?
Nothing. I'll leave that to y'all.
We can just shoot. It's just shooting.
No.
You can't.
White
no
people
horse.
Shoot. I'm
no
not
horse.
a shooter. No.
Wow.
I'm not going to embarrass myself. I know my limitations.
Wow.
I'll let my wife shoot. She hoops.
Well, I'll beat her too.
Okay.
Yeah, anybody can get it. To kids,
sure.
to women. Anybody. Nah, man, but appreciate you having me though, man. Like you said, I'm gonna be looking forward into breaking down some offense, just linking back up with you, getting back on here and talking about, whatever, any game, any playoff game, whatever. I love it.
What about your hat? Is that a Super Bowl hat? What's the
Oh yeah, for sure.
on the side?
For sure.
Ooh.
For sure. For sure. For sure.
You've been hiding the goods the whole time.
Yeah. That's who I need to shout out. Go 49ers, man. We'll be back. We'll be in the SB next year for sure.
Like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Much appreciated for Brock coming on. I'm gonna end this like I'm at everything. In my station, my job as a captain station crew is everybody goes home, and then everybody comes back for their next shift. Be the reason somebody shows up for their next shift. Have a good one. This shift change.